Coming up on AgweekTV, finding qualified, affordable childcare is a growing issue. We profile one with a decidedly ag feel.
This is a field of hops. We'll show you the unique way they're grown and harvested before being turned into your favorite beer.
Another big crop in Nebraska stretches grain storage capacity.
Welcome to AgweekTV. I'm Shauna Olson. It's unusual to have back-to-back years of record row crop production, but that's the case in the U.S. It's led to many farmers using on-farm and commercial storage as part of their marketing plan, especially for corn. As Michelle Rook reports, the problem is not enough storage capacity for the new crop this fall.
With a large amount of old crop corn still in storage and another big crop coming on here in Nebraska, it looks like grain storage will be a challenge for farmers again this fall. The fear is this will create a bottleneck in grain logistics and marketing.
People didn't like the prices and they didn't sell, so we're going to have two crops to look at, and it's going to be a challenge.
Recently, though, large supplies of old crop grain have been moving to market.
Many producers are looking at their storage needs and finally decided it was time to get it sold and moved.
Other farmers have been selling because they needed to exercise on deferred pricing or basis fixed contracts before expiration, or they just needed the money.
I think a lot of it is cash flow needs. A lot of producers that do a cash rent agreement where they split the payments. You saw a lot of selling activity when the cash rents are due in September.
However, even with those grain sales, farmers and elevators will have a tough time finding space for the crop this fall and will have to pile on the ground.
There's a lot of elevators that I've heard are not even completely empty from last year.
A few farmers are putting up more bins yet this fall, but more will use temporary storage and wait for better prices.
Yes, storing, waiting for the rally or waiting for a rally. Certainly in our area we've seen a large increase on the bag storage.
However, last year, many growers stored the harvest and waited for higher prices with no reward. So this season, if farmers are going to store the 2017 crop, they're encouraged to put a more aggressive marketing plan in place. I'm Michelle Rook reporting for Ag Week.
There will soon be another location to haul grain in southeastern North Dakota. Minn-Kota Ag Products is in the process of putting up a new state-of-the-art grain terminal. It's located on Highway 13 between Morton and Barney, North Dakota. Company leaders say there's big demand for a facility like this as production increases and farmers become more efficient with larger equipment and better genetics and crops. The facility will be up and running in July 2018.
It'll be about 3 million bushels in upright storage. It'll have a truck receiving capacity of a total of 60,000 bushels an hour, which consists of 3 receiving pits at 20,000 bushel an hour apiece. It'll be an RFID card reader system.
Schuler says they should be able to get a semi through the terminal in about 3 minutes. The terminal has a loadout capacity of 80,000 bushels per hour that'll be shipped on BNSF shuttle trains. It'll have track capacity of 120 cars on a loop setup. Beef consumption is going up in the U.S. and around the world. Paul Clayton, Senior VP with the U.S. Meat Export Federation, says that's great news for producers. He spoke at the North Dakota Stockmen's Association's annual meeting. Clayton offered an optimistic view of the future for red meat exports. He says beef exporters are disappointed with the withdrawal from the TPP and changes in NAFTA, but he's hopeful some deals can still be worked out. The Chinese market reopened this year, and the U.S. has mostly recovered valuable markets lost due to mad cow disease in 2013.
There certainly were some trials and tribulations in getting those back, but we're very happy that we have them today, and they're growing, and we've got a lot of value in those markets. So it just takes time and a lot of due diligence to try and get these markets strengthened.
The U.S. is still working to regain some markets, including Australia and South America. The Meat Export Federation is a nonprofit that develops world markets for U.S. meat. It's funded with checkoff dollars. Whether you live in town or on the farm, finding quality daycare can be a challenge. That's especially true in rural areas. But some families in the Milner, North Dakota area have found a place that lets their kids spend their days on a farm.
Look at our tomatoes are green. They're turning colors.
Some kids never see a farm.
Do you want to load it back up?
Dave Colby grew up on this farm, and now in addition to growing crops, he and his wife Rose are helping other kids grow here too.
They see cows and the birds and you name it.
From a calf being born, that's too cold out in the barn, so we bring them up here to warm up, and the kids all get to warm them up. They feed the baby goat. We have a pet peacock, that's the mascot of the daycare. They feed them bread. Mama duck and the babies out in the pond. There's just so many opportunities that the kids can learn hands-on.
Ms. Vega, do you want to help us put some corn on the cob?
Emmerich Erickson brings his toddler boys to Colby's Corner Daycare. He loves that they're learning about farming while he farms nearby.
The setting is what really turns me on to this place. I talk to my boys about, there's the 2 silos at Rosie's, and we always see tractors. It's more of the old style farm setting that I'm familiar with. I really value that part of it.
It's nice that they are out in the country and they get a lot of outside time. And then there's also farm equipment around.
Apples everywhere. What can we make with apples? Applesauce? Yeah.
The Colbys started the child care nearly 10 years ago, and they care for 30 little ones here.
It's so good for the kids to be on the farm. It's more relaxing. It's got the country feel. We can learn agriculture. It's just more of a learning skill out on the farm with real life.
I love it. They get outside every day. Any chance she gets to go on the tractor, she loves it. So being out here, having the farm, the animals, she's just excited. She loves it.
1, 2, 3.
Although both farming and childcare are exhausting jobs with long hours, they have no plans to retire.
We love doing it, yeah.
Near Milner, this is Mikkel Pates for Ag Week.
Colby's Corner has a waiting list of about a half a dozen kids.
Coming up on AgweekTV, a North Dakota farm finds a niche growing hops for local breweries.
My name's Joel Kaler, owner-operator of Kaler Farms in Lidgerwood, North Dakota. We make a patented product called a cornstalk guide. It's made out of UHMW, ultra-high molecular weight poly, which is extremely durable. Typically what you'll see on corn heads is the idler chain in the sprocket sticks out. We attach to the side of a snout. Our product will keep all the wear off the snout and get it to come into the head smoother without bouncing.
Martinson Ag Risk Management offers a variety of crop marketing and crop insurance packages to our customers. With over 40 years of experience, our dedicated staff works hard to ensure you get the best advice on crop insurance, marketing, and risk management. Contact Randy or any of the staff at Martinson Ag Risk Management today at 701-205-4200 or visit us online at martinsonag.com.
For a limited time, Titan Machinery, your local Case IH dealer, is offering 0% financing for 60 months for qualified customers on a large portion of our used combines inventory. For a complete list of our best used combine deals, visit combine17.com or contact your local Titan Machinery store. In addition to long-term 0% financing, Titan Machinery is also offering 12 months free full machine warranty on select late model used Case IH combines. Don't delay. Go to combine17.com or call your local Titan Machinery dealership before the program ends.
Introducing the new Challenger 1000 series, tractors unlike any other manufactured by AGCO. Redefining what a wheel tractor is capable of when it comes to wheel slip, power to ground, and fuel economy. Today, it's not enough just to be tough. You've got to be smarter than everyone else, too. Contact your Challenger dealer today to get in the seat of the new Challenger 1000. Superior engineering, superior performance, superior productivity. The next generation of tractors from your Challenger dealer.
I'm 120, 130, 130, 55, once around the block, 212 miles right here, now half and times up. So
if you're thinking about selling a piece of land, or you're looking to sell some farm equipment, or if you're thinking about a retirement or involved in an estate, give us a call. We'll sit down and tell you all about the Steffes way. We think it's a good way. That's how we approach it. If any of those are in your plans, give us a call or go to steffesgroup.com. Learn all about us. Hope to hear from you.
There's There's growing interest in locally brewed beer, and that means a growing demand for hops. Hops are a key ingredient in brewing beer, but they're a little tricky to grow and harvest. Rose Dunn visited a local farm as the hops harvest was underway.
You can't have beer without hops.
In the brewing process, they add bitterness and flavor and aroma. They also have a little preservation aspect.
And this beer, made at the Fargo Brewing Company, uses hops grown and harvested at the Ostley Sunnyside Acres farm near Carrington, North Dakota.
One of the things that the craft brewers love is being able to get locally sourced products.
Mike Ostley and his wife Lindsay first started thinking about growing hops when he was working on his PhD at Colorado State.
Down there they have microbreweries on every corner, and we really kind of enjoyed that atmosphere. And then we moved back here and things were just kind of starting to kick off from the craft brewing side, and we thought we'd try to help them out a little bit.
They found this 36-acre farmstead near Carrington and started to build their business. They started growing hops about 3 years ago. The Ostleys are among just a handful of hops growers in North Dakota and northwest Minnesota, and Mike says demand for his crop far exceeds supply, but he cautions it's not an easy crop to start growing.
It's really different and requires a lot of experience to get a handle on growing hops correctly. Not only just with the height of the plants and the trellising involved, but also the way you harvest the product.
After being cut down, the plants are cut into 3 or 4 foot lengths and fed into the harvester, which separates the cones. Ostley has just one of 2 harvesters in the state, which makes the job a little easier. Then they're dried, ground, and pelletized before being packaged for brewing. Ostley's wife, Lindsay, is the business manager. In addition to helping with the hops, she's working to grow the business into a tourist destination. They also grow and sell berries, garlic, and tea.
It's a lot of work to grow hops, and it's a lot of work what we do, but we also really enjoy what we're doing. So, for me, that's worth it.
Right now, the Ostleys have about half an acre of hops. They plan to double that, but that's probably their limit because hops are so labor-intensive. Near Carrington,
I love all the butterflies out here.
This is Rose Dunn for Ag Week.
Mike Ostley also works full-time at the NDSU Research Station in Carrington. The Ostleys also have a big berry garden, and they sell some of their excess to the nearby Dakota Sun Winery. Bruce and Merlene Gushis operate the business on their farm. They quit farming in 2000 under growing economic pressure to expand. But now it represents both value-added ag and agritourism. They have several gardens where they grow fruits and berries to make the wine. Bruce estimates they'll produce 14,000 bottles of wine this year in their winery, which is a converted barn on the farmstead.
The winery business started in 2010. Earlier than that, we had started the gardens, and so many people had said, well, you've got so much, you should open this up to the public. And so from then on, we have been doing tours and winery and garden tours combined.
The gardens are available for tours, reunions, and other get-togethers. Fall is in the air. How's the weather looking for harvest? Your AgriWeather forecast is next. And later, making better use of drones on your operation.
Mayo Manufacturing, your Red River Valley source for Batco. Mayo Manufacturing, your Red River Valley Batco dealer.
BotLink helps you quickly capture drone data, distribute it to trade tools, and respond to changing conditions in real time. Capture, process, and inspect aerial imagery from your fields to fix potential issues like flooding, nutrient deficiencies, or insect damage. Easily upload drone imagery to our cloud-based software to create valuable, high-definition maps that will help save you time and make smarter business decisions to save you money.
Getting better yields is your priority. Helping you maintain your land is ours. Unleash the groundbreaking performance of the Wolverine Extreme. The patented design of the Wolverine Extreme replaces the need for bulldozers, land scrapers, and graders to create and maintain ditches, waterways, and terraces. By scraping and spreading soil in a single operation, the Wolverine Extreme does the job of multiple pieces of equipment 3 times faster.
We can move about 750 yards of dirt an hour, which is far and above the efficiency of anything else in the market.
The kicker shaft chews up the soil, and then the impeller spreads it anywhere from 10 to 150 feet on either side of the machine.
One of our biggest features is the auto clutch. That front beater isn't going to, just hammer on things. That clutch will pop, and you're going to have a well-protected driveline.
The Wolverine Extreme sets a new standard in ditcher performance. Unleash the groundbreaking performance of the Wolverine Extreme. Call Dynamic Ditchers today to schedule a free demo.
If you get right down to it, what's a farmer's job? Well, farmer's job is to feed people. Farmers collectively, our job is to feed the world. At Peterson Farm Seed, we get to have a little bit bigger picture right in our region. We get to help those farmers that we work with increase their productivity, increase the yields that they get on their farms, and as a result, more people can eat.
Move on through harvest weather and the middle of October. A couple of trends are beginning to take shape. The heavy rains of the northern plains the last week or two are beginning to fade just a bit. It doesn't look quite so rainy. Parts of central and southern Iowa have actually begun to get quite dry at this point. Frost still kind of just spotty here and there in the forecast going through the end of September and the first week or week and a half of October. It doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of widespread frost unless some cold air comes in unexpected, which means that October is starting out with some fairly mild weather. Now, we do have some cool weather into the northern Rockies right now, rain-cooled weather mostly, and over the course of the next few days, that will begin to try to spread out into the plain states and never really make it. I mentioned the dry weather in parts of southern Iowa. A narrow little tongue of warm weather is likely to move up into that region, which would provide a little bit of extra heat in those areas that are quite dry. Most of the really warm temperatures, though, will be south of the southern branch of the jet stream, which will keep them mostly down in the southern U.S. And as a new area of low pressure begins to get carved out into the northern plains, there will be a little trace of rain-cooled air across the northern plains, and yes, there will be another chance of rain by the weekend, while the warm weather stays mostly south. Let's check that moisture, though. Showers around on Sunday will begin to move out of the area into the northern plains, bringing at least a chance of rain into parts of Iowa. The next weather system coming out midweek is going to look good at first with rain and then snow back in the Rockies, but I look for that one to kind of fall apart. Maybe some light rains, but probably nothing that substantial. Probably a little tropical or subtropical weather in the south. Hopefully that won't be hurricane-like, but there will be some rains over the southeastern states. And by the end of the week, I think most of the nation will end up being fairly dry with maybe a slight chance of some light showers across the northern plains. Second week, that really little narrow spot of cool weather should move out, and that's going to leave most of the country. Now we're talking mid-October here. Most of the nation with just kind of mild weather, not particularly hot, not particularly cold, and not particularly wet. That second week of October, the southeast, I think, will be wet. The northwest corner, Pacific Northwest, will be rainy. Anything else will be, I think, nothing more than spotty rains. So let's check other parts of the world. There is some rainy weather ongoing in South America, rain and thunderstorms, especially over central southern Brazil. Not too much down into Argentina, but a little bit anyway. And heading over to Australia, persistent showery weather over eastern Australia. Remember, it's springtime down here. There will be a few spring thunderstorms into northern Australia. Obviously not too much of that getting into the heart of the outback. The west, the wheat country, is looking to stay mostly dry. So here's what we're looking at. Not quite so rainy, though there are a few rain chances. Not much of that real killing frost. Looks like a fairly mild start to October.
We're excited to bring you the new AgWeek app with useful features and the latest news and information. Get your AgWeek news, weather, and the latest episodes of AgweekTV. Plus, see real-time information on the futures market and view local cash bids for your crops. Stay updated and take AgWeek with you. Download the new AgWeek app today.
My name's Joel Kaler, owner-operator of Kaler Farms in Lidgerwood, North Dakota. We make a patented product called a corn stalk guide. Helps guide corn stalks into the grabs in the chains a lot smoother without losing corn. The corn stalk, when it comes off of our product, it's already on the gathering chain instead of being able to hit that idler. Our product will keep all the wear off the snout and get it to come into the head smoother without bouncing.
Total Ag Industries is the leader in total control. The future of ceramic nozzle technology is here today with the Total Ag Air Induction Turbo Nozzle, the only ceramic triple spray nozzle on the market. Works with all sprayers for better weed control and wheel tracks. They could be the last spray nozzles you'll ever need.
I'm really impressed with them. It just amazes me how they work so well.
Contact Total Ag by phone or visit totalag.com.
Introducing the new Challenger 1000 series, tractors unlike any other manufactured by AGCO. Redefining what a wheel tractor is capable of when it comes to wheel slip, power to ground, and fuel economy. Today, it's not enough just to be tough. You've got to be smarter than everyone else, too. Contact your Challenger dealer today to get in the seat of the new Challenger 1000. Superior engineering, superior performance, superior productivity. The next generation of tractors from your Challenger dealer.
BotLink helps you quickly capture drone data, distribute it to trade tools, and respond to changing conditions in real time. Capture, process, and inspect aerial imagery from your fields to fix potential issues like flooding, nutrient deficiencies, or insect damage. Easily upload drone imagery to our cloud-based software to create valuable, high-definition maps that will help save you time and make smarter business decisions to save you money.
Drones are a hot topic, but using one can be intimidating. BotLink is a Fargo-based company that wants to make using the technology simple and easy for you. Joining us now is Will DeHoe with BotLink. Will, what is BotLink?
BotLink is an end-to-end drone platform for planning and automating flights and processing your data. So we take all the raw images that your drone is capturing and process those into maps that you can import into popular farm management software.
And UAVs can be intimidating. Is BotLink easy to use?
It is easy to use. We've taken the complexity out of flying drones and planning flights. Once you plan a flight for one of your fields, that's saved onto your profile, so you can show up to the field and then get right in the air with just a few clicks.
So what do I do with my pictures after the flight?
So after you have captured all your imagery, you just upload it into BotLink's web processing software, and from there we take all those individual images, stitch those together, and then generate high-resolution maps of your fields, NDVI analysis for crop health, as well as digital surface models for the field, and many more 3D type files.
Herb Dowse is joining us now. He's an agronomist out of Iowa. And Herb, you've done a couple of case studies with the BotLink platform. Tell us about that.
We actually provide a service where we actually do crop health. We fly the field every 2 weeks, and we provide prescriptions based on what we're seeing in the fields. One field we flew it every 2 weeks, and we were able to pick out management zones, and we actually drew our seeding prescription based on those management zones. Doing it that way, we're actually able to raise our average yield 11 bushels.
So really you can see how this can make farmers more money.
Yeah, we're just reallocating the inputs that they're already putting in, using them precisely, and getting the bushels that they need.
Jacob Maurer joins us now with NDSU Extension. Jacob, you work closely with growers. How does this technology improve their bottom line?
So the big point with this technology is they're able to get up in the air, find problem spots, find patterns that we otherwise couldn't see from the road. We can use special cameras like the near-infrared or NIR sensors that can generate NDVI maps that can better illustrate variations in crop health and can also help us pinpoint different areas of stress crop.
Will, what are some of the challenges farmers are facing in adopting this technology?
Well, first we really need to get the word out to farmers and agronomists and show them, what is available and what can really help them out there, and show them how it doesn't need to be intimidating. We can take these easy-to-use drone platforms and apply our simple flight planning software and automation so they can make decisions faster and save time and money.
Will DeHoe with BotLink, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks.
BotLink provides drone software, services, and a variety of UAVs. BotLink can help you choose a UAV, get it in the air, and capture and analyze your data. You can find them at botlink.com. South Dakota is famous for their melons, but this season was a tough one. We'll explain after this. Where do you go for the latest news in agriculture? AgWeek magazine. Reaching over 30,000 farmers and ranchers in North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, and Montana. AgWeek provides the most up-to-date information on the markets, the trends, and the people who make it all happen. We're your source for news, not fluff. Dependable, trusted. AgWeek. Subscribe today by calling 1-800-811-2580. We're excited to bring you the new AgWeek app with useful features and the latest news and information. Get your AgWeek news, weather, and the latest episodes of AgweekTV. Plus, see real-time information on the futures market and view local cash bids for your crops. Stay updated and take AgWeek with you. Download the new AgWeek app today.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. Even though we are one of the most food-rich countries in the world, 15 million children don't know where their next meal is coming from. This is unacceptable, and something the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks is working to solve. Instead of accepting that our country lets billions of pounds of surplus food go to waste every year, Feeding America has made it their mission to help families in need by rescuing this food. Through food pantries and meal programs, the nationwide network of food banks provides more than 3 billion meals, serving virtually every community in the United States, including yours. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank by visiting feedingamerica.org. Together we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Every year, 40% of all food in the U.S. never gets eaten.
40%. That's almost half the food we produce.
Food waste is a serious problem. It impacts all of us.
And it's expensive. Your family is throwing $1,500 a year in the trash.
We're working hard to put food waste on the chopping block.
And you can do the same at home.
Learn how to cook it, store it, and share it.
Just don't waste it.
Go to SaveTheFood.com.
Southeast South Dakota is known for melons. Roadside stands and flatbed trucks filled with muskmelons, cantaloupes, and watermelons line rural highways and city streets. Forestburg specifically has made a name for itself, selling the popular Forestburg melon because the soil and climate are just right. But the USDA says melon production may actually be on the decline in South Dakota, and the weather may be to blame, at least this year. Larson says their crop is down by at least a third.
It started out cold, then it went dry and hot, then it went to rainy. So we've had they call South Dakota the land of infinite variety. We had a little bit of everything this year, and melons like it hot and dry.
Larson says another reason for the decline is that it's a labor-intense business and there's a shortage of workers. This week's photo of the week comes from Erica Brown of Hanna, North Dakota. It was during wheat harvest. The smoke from the wildfires, along with the dust from the combine, made for a beautiful image. If you want to see your ag photo on AgweekTV, email it along with a description to photos@agweek.com. Thanks for watching AgweekTV. Remember, for all your ag news, go to agweek.com and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter as well. See you next week.